You still can't pull the trigger. There shouldn't be any enemy soldiers left around here, so we shouldn't have to fight anyone this time. But if you carry on the way you are, you're gonna get killed. I'm almost out of ammo though. So let's go to the supply point first, and then start patrolling the town.
I was an utter failure of a soldier. I can't engage in combat. I can't even protect anything. As a soldier, even as a person, I live my life half-baked, unable to accomplish anything. It was another one of those days.
Damn it, it's an ambush. Return fire.
No, I can't pull the trigger.
What are you doing? You'll die if you don't shoot. Crap, I'm out of ammo. We need to go restock. What are you doing? Hurry up. We need to regain our footing. Still haven't been able to pull the trigger, right? Been remembering what I said about the first bullet? Well, it's fine. When I'm done, I'll go out the back window. I'll be back when I finish things up. So stay hidden here until then. You got it?
Even I knew I could do nothing of use. My half-baked self followed his orders, unable to do anything but hide away quietly, praying I wouldn't be found. I thought I'd find an inconspicuous spot for the time being, and hide for dear life.
Is anyone in here? You got more ammo, right? What? Are you too scared to fight me? Found you. Oi, what's wrong with you? Not even brave enough to fire a gun? Shall I give you a demonstration? Three, 2, 1. Let this be a lesson. People with no resolve will never amount to anything. Action is necessary to protect something. We have to make sacrifices in order to move forward. Don't you dare think you're the only one who feels conflicted.
Hey, get up. That's right. Hurry up. You're finally here. I've been waiting for you. It's like, who am I? And like you're talking to you. Just kidding. Sometimes those kinds of... By the way, I really can't believe it. Instead of... It's like that expression. Actually, and as you know, so you can have it. You might know this all, but I don't have the courage to hurt. And in the end, my sergeant telling me to think carefully about when but you know, for the time being, so feel free to call me, with you barefoot and in pajamas. I guess we're finding ourselves or something. Well, I'm not entirely sure where we are, but let's use your power to keep going.
just too much.
Hey, my mom and dad have been arguing a lot. Why do they still If they didn't talk from the beginning. Actually, I'd like to hear the piano that was played near here one.
Where do you think doors have eyes? On the apartment places outside? Or the inside?
What do you think is the most important thing in life? Let's keep going for now. People pass each other by. It's not just humans. There are many things you may not even know, but you mustn't forget, life is fine. And I think the most beautiful are when coincidental paths intersect. Well, let's go take a look.
I think there will be open air in the neighborhood where the piano is probably.
We're moving soon.
I don't want to go home because I don't want to move in the first
You're
place.
always wandering off. I keep telling you. Did you tell the girl that you always play?
Shut up, Mom.
In this era, do you have confidence in your own? Do you think your judgment? Do you think you perceive things from multiple? The person you can see actually white could be black, and black is the me you see right. And is there a way to? Is there even a need to prove it? Could there truly always? I am bound by circumstance to divide. Try to correctly perceive me. When you come to think you've correctly perceived, perhaps capturing beauty is like sinking deeper. Once you've fallen, you might not as you simply dive deeper to see how this world truly. I hope you can find an answer. It's not just bad there. Enjoy it, don't suffer. Dive deep. When you begin to suffocate, don't forget to breathe. But when you resurface from the depths, many will seek the answer from you. What did you find at the ocean's bottom?
It's rude to well, that's some can I see the things that no one pays it. When you look closely, can start to grow on. These fallen objects were the thought it'd be unbearable. Otherwise, it's rude. Well, bring something again. There may I could spend. Oh, and don't you say it's because I can't. You can have them if you want. How you choose to use it's well, bring something again. And I wonder where these things were and what they were doing yesterday before they ended up in my hands today. I'm just pretending to. It's well, I'm just I'm just pretending to read them.
Did you hear that? I thought I heard a strange sound. Maybe there's a monster. Sounds scary. Can you go check it out?
Well, I'm just pretending to read them.
Sorry, getting to the barrel was a lot. I wonder if the I don't even know. Mom, could you tell that to my...
It's drooling and dead.
We're the mask. We're trained to say ain't. Occasionally, we may say something.
My eye. I think when you get older, you stop being.
Are you having fun here? Bring something again? There may have been a reason as to why it was on the ground. I could spend all day just thinking about the reasons. Are you have found something again? Something dropped on the streets could take on a new meaning when picked up like this. Are you bring something again? It's hard to say what the point is, but there are things you can't throw. Are you having fun here too?
There's a fun-looking screenwriter next to me. The flowers exist to bring
It's nice and comfy when the weather's good.
A trash can to throw away trash. Someday I'll become trash too. And there's probably a bigger trash can out there somewhere for me. Love is. But what do people who couldn't find a key end up?
Coming here is always so. Objects in this world are, even if they're made of the same, they each have their own story and history, at least from humanity's perspective.
I know why but I personally, at least, but I wouldn't complain if they added.
Don't be imprisoned by. When it's said like this.
This monument is I should have saved my ring when. Who could have thought these types of. Mr. Cricket is certainly a strange person.
There are lots of creatures living here, especially.
What do you want to get it?
Guess I have no choice.
If it smells like what?
Children sometimes spend too much on me and get dizzy. Children sometimes spend too much on me and get dizzy, ending up resting in the park. But over time I'm sure I'll turn into a good memory.
Something again? I wonder where these things were and what they were doing yesterday before they ended up in my hands today. Found something again? Something dropped on the streets could take on a new meaning when picked up. Bring something again. And it's nice having so many little bits and pieces. Is there a job in existence that lets me do that?
asked. The old man, he was very relaxed. He was one of the few people I don't just let any instruments can choose who get the bell no longer rings, and it seems so. There's that said, because if I were to hear of you, I might just allow someone to play again.
I'm doing my best not to grow outward. But to be honest,
I'm here because humans brought me here.
that's right. And the performances I always used to. Maybe if the bell rang. For now, the bell has to ring.
It's rude. Well, I'm just...
That boy, it's a rite of passage for them to ring when the bell rings. They are not coming home, but if the bell does, well, it is what it is.
Looks like it's my... Well, won't the humans be suspicious of me? Which mole decided I can enjoy my... But I think the freedom, to be honest, I'm...
To be honest, Heaven's Door High doesn't sell at all. But selling this unpopular drink really makes sense. I'm glad the lights are flickering. At this rate, This is Thank you. I'm on my way, everyone.
This is where we used to hang out. We were soothed by the close to both nature and our homes. But most of
What should we play? There's nothing to do here.
One day, it seemed it was astray. Left a lack of food left it. One of its eyes was slightly off, as if it had.
Hey, where'd you come from? What's wrong? Are you hungry?
We began bringing it food and milk. We weren't allowed to keep pets in our household. We began going to the river. After school ended, we brought it milk, using a cardboard box. We gave it, having never owned pets. We had no process of feeling our way through to an understanding had entranced. And so came a time when we began to love the cat. We enjoyed our days spending time with this. One day, when the three of us, the cat was walking ahead of us. Upon seeing the cat, an unknown man coming from the opposite direction, feeling as though something of mine was taken from me.
Are you taking care of it here? It's sick, so I'm going to take it. I'll keep it at my house from now on. It can't be living out here like this.
Yeah, I know. I wouldn't be able to convince my friend spoke up.
Wouldn't it be happier for it to... We can't keep it, so it'd be stuck here by... And it's sick. Something seems to be wrong with it. It'll be hard. But let's see it off with a smile.
That's how it's supposed to be, even if we continued to care for it. And it would be dangerous, but at the same time, I felt... Why could the man care for the cat? He was a proper adult. Either way, the cat was definitely... But it was also true that I felt as if I were an adult. Is it because I'm a kid? Or is it because I don't possess that privilege as a person to begin with? Did the cat have fun at all playing with us? I can never protect the things I care about. No. Maybe it's because I'm only thinking about... As I became dejected over my own and I whimpered.
I went out of my way if I can get the bell to ring, because that man would... But how can I get the bell to ring?
Hey, I haven't even rung it, but I was so excited about having a vision of the future. The line was written in some torn up, so imagining the walls, it was kind of fun. But life wasn't that easy. Looks like this is where sorry everyone.
Can you go back to the manhole? Just once. I think I can see.
We can't decide what to do.
The power's on, but it's not working. I can't even remember. Somebody help me.
We can't decide.
Hey there, where did you come from?
Wait, well, now that I think of it, I'd like to. I don't really get it. So it's a good by the way. There's no way you can fire. Wait, now that I don't. So it's a found something again? These are my absolute favorite. Don't you dare think because this little one is finally free. Well, now that I don't. So it's a bring something again? Oh, well, I think that's what makes it exciting. So it's a found something. Makes you wonder what kind of person they were. I think it's fun. So it's a good opportunity to listen to them.
But when you really think about it,
I'm not sure why, but I always feel like I'm being watched here.
There's a piano up there. A long time ago there wasn't. I loved his playing. She and I would enjoy it. My mom wants me to say so instead of saying I want the piano from our memories to be played one more time.
I wonder what that big thing is behind me. Nature is cool. But when you really think about it, I'm a part of nature too. Hey there, where did you come from? The ocean is cool.
My second son was a bit. My youngest doesn't listen to me, and isn't all that.
I don't mind you. I still can't believe as a mole. I as a mole.
When throwing things away, how do you decide what to get rid of? I see. By the way, they say to take care of things, so how do people decide what they need? If there are things that are treasured despite being broken, that's how relationships work, too. There might also be times when it's important to stop and contemplate. If someone deems it unneeded, do you remember how your things came into your possession? Do you know what kind of feeling? What does it mean to treasure something? Sorry. Well then, it seems quite fun. Let's go take a look.
I don't have a preference spinning round and round every day. I had lots of fun. My job was to spin around.
To be specific, which is on top of another weight. Which part is the real me?
When you get older.
This is made up of the wedding ring. Did that I get where you're coming, but there's real meaning in this world. So please, people have this belief that I don't want to reach. However, they might get rid of their ring. It's not broken and can still be worn. The ring's also becomes the reason why they get. Thus, I wanted to create a. How did I get my? You can find them used on auction. You didn't know? Sorry. Please feel free to take a look around.
There's a fun-looking screenwriter.
That's found something again?
As the bridge guard, but I think some weird drooling things. I think it was a mole. I was in such a hurry I forgot to lock the door.
I'm not sure why, but I always feel like I'm being watched here.
Wow, there's loads of I wonder what they're thinking about.
grandchild came over. This place is rather...
The light in your heart can shine. However, you may...
This is a real favor, really a thing of, but it can't use so I named it Magicless.
I give off old-timey vibes. I think I'm really nailing it with the term I can't move. Come to think of it, someone's supposed to visit the Mr. Cricket's a little more restless. Maybe whoever's coming is someone important.
Do I look like I'm not maintaining? I was buying a drink. With that being said, bring something again?
At last, he's the president of the known nationwide, and he's coming to see my park.
It's been a while. You want to cross over? Alright, I'll lower the bridge for you.
supposedly talk a lot, and I've been and that's why we all talked.
Apparently, we're quite loud. It should really be fine. Public means it's for everyone. Then there's no reason for any.
These ladies only caring about your, but I can't just not. Maybe I'm the only one.
This is the Ferris. It's fun to observe a broken Ferris wheel.
I'm pretty massive, and everyone where are my eyes? I can't quite figure it out myself. Also, that it feels like he's appraising us. It's a bit...
Although opportunities like I wasn't able to change myself, I ended up spending the rest of I spent my adolescence wondering might naturally change when I became an adult. And when I grew up, I found someone special, someone that I wanted to be with forever. When my then girlfriend I suggested having she smiled, as I wanted to cherish the person who would love. When marriage became a realistic possibility, do I really love her? To be with her forever means one of us is what I had thought. Then, while hazily thinking about our future, an image crossed my mind. Asleep in a hospital bed, I sat there, holding her hand. She wanted to go outside, so I brought her outside. The sunlight's making me feel better, but I knew she didn't have long. I realized to see how much I really loved. I had imagined the death of the person most precious to me. So is she truly precious? I held my doubt. I had just imagined a precious just how sad with losing her. I wanted to figure out how in the end. It's nothing more than me treating the person I love as a tool for my own ego. Had I ever really been thinking? I hadn't changed. All I could think about was myself. I began to feel hatred. I joined the military in hopes of changing that part. Someone like me could be of use to others. But in the end, I wasn't able to change there either, you see. As if running away, I pledge
Advance!
I tried my hardest to protect, not for myself. If I could do that, maybe I could finally change. And yet, I still can't in the end. People can't change so easily. How should I exist? Yet here I am, wandering aimlessly. What did the surgeon mean by giving me, a soldier who can't even fire a gun, this bullet? What am I supposed to use it for? Just what should I be dedicating this life to?
What's wrong? I'm not scary. Come on. Well then, how about it's a balloon with a wedding ring from a
Gross. I don't get your motives at all.
If there's failure, there's also success. If you give it to the sky, your wish will
You're scary!
All right. That's love making children happy.
Hey Dad, I want to feed the fish.
I guess we're already here. Let's do it.
This is the children, and one day they will each find they will be independent. Oh, how good that sounds.
It's time for us to leave. First, I, the oldest, then I'm going to ring a bell. That'll prove that I've become independent.
What does this tree need? There are a lot of things I think of. Even if you make it to the top, all of your effort only it'd be nice to. I guess there's many others, so of course.
Hey, I don't think it'll. So my mom thinks she's so passionate or anything like. Why? I don't think that's what real.
Could it be trying to ring the bell? I can't believe you're talking to a barrel like me, an outcast. You're a good guy. I can't believe you're talking to a You're a good guy. Just so you know, there's nothing inside me. I can't believe you're talking to a barrel like me, an outcast.
That's right, listening to the piano. I missed that. Humans or what I'll probably forget all about.
Oh, it's been a back in the day. The kids from the from here it almost feel, but I can't move, so all I can do is. But I can't move.
I think I bring something again.
The truth is, I was reminiscing the old days. Perhaps this is but she's not in this. I think everyone has something in there. Maybe that regret is because the real me could never play. I wish I could have been able to play, and I wish I could have said goodbye to her. I don't know where she is right, but I'm glad I was able to play for her. It's a strange feeling. If I had been able to play maybe I feel this way. For some reason, it's because I'm getting older.
I don't know who did it, but the sound and this boy's performance reminds me how very nostalgic.
If I had been able to play back, maybe I feel this way. For some reason, it's because I'm getting old.
He'll probably have plenty of, but I hope he'll live to the fullest.
Finally, my boy has rung the... This leaves me, but such is a mother's duty. I got carried away. I feel as though there are eyes on me as we...
He'll probably have plenty of, but I hope he'll live to the fullest.
Even we instruments want to choose who plays us, and instruments make an F. Mutual inspiration is an important.
Thank you. Now I think I can finally... I'm hoping yours will also be one of delight.
That was kind of a comfortable place. Turns out the boy was actually... I'm a bit surprised, but I'm glad he... Still, I never thought a mole would ring the bell. The youngest mole was the only, but I suppose it can't be. They had their own ways. I don't know if you can hear me, but it's true I've been through. But the life I had been living was utterly being a soldier who can't even shoot a gun. It ended up coming back to bite me. But I wasn't just shot. I took a colossal blow to my mental state. Usually I take a lighter stance and joke around to cover up my cowardice. But I'm both too physically and mentally destroyed to do. And then I met you. Here. You being here must mean that you're broken in some way as well. And yet, there were such colorful pieces. I found some strange comfort in that kind. I began to take interest in you, what kind of person you are. you won't wake up. So all I could do was imagine. Then, one day, I found a sketchbook filled with ideas and also recounted your struggles, and I realized the feelings I've had my whole life were I kept on trying to evade it. You were facing your doubts head on as you I've actually never really tried to, but if it really can help me, I thought I'd use your sketches as a motif. Think of it as my way of getting closer to you. I made a new piece based on one of your sketches. I hope you'll like it.
A big... Would that be you by any chance?
Are you the one who come from... That's true.
Please so excited.
The ocean is not a kind place.
What are rules to you? I see. Tell me, isn't wanting to be free itself? Is becoming free the beginning of it? Is it truly called freedom only? What is the meaning of why is it that human beings are so trapped in one day? You can't know freedom without knowing unfree. That's ridiculous, is what I'd like to say.
Hey there, where did you come? The ocean is full of all kinds of creatures, and I'm one of them. Nature is cruel. But when you really think about it, why was I born here as a flower?
I think we can get in through this door?
Yeah, let's try getting in through here.
Fine. It's a little scary, but I'll try.
Are you having fun? There are 3 robots left for the performance.
The goal of this audition is not only to present your technical skills. What is the most important thing when I believe we might be able to find it. Please join me on this path. For the future of... Thank you.
Now, let us begin the... Let's get a move. Oh, what's this? What happened? I can't get a hold. Usually whacking it fixes...
This guy suddenly stopped. I was having fun. How can I fix it? Oh, it worked. I'm quite fond of it. My wife forced me to ride it. Now I've become obsessed.
Now, let us begin the. Let's get a move on.
Occasionally I'd spot the more heel, but he was always alone. So I'm glad it seems he has friends now. I heard a rumor that there's said to be it supposedly came from the because no one believes him. Apparently he doesn't. I think I might have heard that he's large and blue.
We have to go find him then.
Where could he be? Maybe he's around the sunken ship after all.
I wanna ask him. I don't know much, but the ocean sounds awesome.
Were we born for the purpose? I don't really understand what my body's... It's supposed to be a sunken ship. Stuff like this, I don't know, because I've never been there, though.
I don't like... If you've never been, then why aren't you trying to go?
It's not like I have a problem living here.
Why are you even saying that?
Come on. It'd be bad if someone overheard us.
The fish here don't care, and the humans can't even understand.
Wait, the humans? That's wild.
When lost, check the map. So do we maps check ourselves when we're lost? Oh, my apologies. I can't even move from here, and yet I couldn't help trying to look cool.
Hey there. You know, I really think that's why I don't make things if I want to create something new. So, I've decided to create maybe this way. Animals can't pay me. Yeah, well, I'm thinking of starting by gathering experiments.
This place is, and this is the first ride.
I was taking photos when I've only been photographing my husband, though.
Photo stand. I'm in the middle is what I like. People who found something again.
My wife is in the middle of a photo. We've gotten into many arguments before because...
Listen to your inner voice. If you could truly hear your own voice properly.
When I start spinning the swing, I actually get really back when I used to move. By the way, is coming to see the broken down ride. I want him to consider how we feel.
Was fail flight good? Let's move on, shall we?
Fail flight is an unfortunate name. Honestly, there has to be some sort of regulation around that.
Those three little fish have totally different personalities, but it's nice that they seem to get along. I wish I could have friends like that.
I've prepared a special dinner for you today.
It's lovely to be able to. It's like we are in the ocean.
Is that fish that they're eating?
That being said, the sailors don't really mind though.
Then we should be thank you.
Oh, it looks nice, but it's not gonna work.
This is good, but personally, they're just such a... I get teary just looking at the ponies working...
Hey, this is where we're all gathered from many different... The one thing we have in common, Mr. Cricket loves to boast about us, but honestly, I don't feel very confident. What on earth is that even if the president from such... He won't learn anything or have a fun time.
They say the man in pajamas, no matter how much you try to get to know your psychocomputer's OS, you need it to function. So because we use the OS to move and think, we can't say the same for society. A rule in which we don't even know why it exists. There are plenty of people who don't even realize basically the social norms that have been shared from a baby. Do you really think it was you who must have had doubts about that system, leading him to take...
That's true. It may be harder to understand yourself.
I'm not really following this complex, but I remember the man in pajamas was talking about our coffee, and he hadn't even tried any.
It's time to work, everybody. Everyone, show your faces. Let's have some great food today.
president came in here. I wonder if he can see us from up there.
There's a noisy Is someone I've heard rocket launchers are I don't need it though. How you choose to use it is up to you.
Hello, Chairman. Thank you for the invitation. I've heard many rumors. I'll take today's visit for future reference.
Sir, please head this way. Allow me to guide you through the grounds.
We're gonna be fed soon.
I don't want to be like the miserable fish who crowd around the feed.
There you go again. The feed itself is not at fault. We're still small, so it's best to eat when we can.
Exactly. The other Salago are also going. Wouldn't it be better to stop bothering? I have no desire to swarm. That's why I'm saying we should hurry up and find that thing.
That's true. Supposedly, only small fries can fit in after all.
Fish feed, please don't disturb me.
I haven't eaten lunch yet. Well, at least all the fish come. There. Let's try to entertain the customers until we're done.
The special feed we get from customers.
You know what? I'm glad I came. It's soothing to see the fish having fun and swimming. You know what? It's soothing to see the fish.
The special feed we get from customers is the best treat.
I'm so excited for the...
I'm jealous of the fish. The waves of the ocean don't. So only on rare occasions do I. My tuna, of course, with fried salago as a set. Ray eels are a little.
You know what? It's soothing to see the...
There's a strange creature inside that pipe over there.
Moray eels are surprising. In my hometown, we dry them. The skin is tough, so only the...
president like? I'm so nervous.
I'd buy for dirt cheap if the ride still worked. But at this rate, they're all just useless junk.
It looks like the president likes the rides and I are both happy. This really is a great place.
You know what I heard? Apparently, that president, but it seems he doesn't need rides that don't mean. If we can move again, we might make a comeback and entertain customers somewhere once more. Wait, really? Sounds great.
I feel bad for Mr. Cricket, though.
Let's all do our best. Someone, just please get the power back on.
By the way, I heard that the prettiest spot is the top. Let's go up there and see.
We have no time for that.
If we make it to this ocean, can't we enjoy it? I'd like to see it together if it's going to be our last memory here.
I'm getting kinda excited now.
I wish I could have been on a real ship. This is real.
It's just...
There's no sin in beauty itself. I'm glad we could see it together. I'll never forget this view.
It's so moving.
All right. Now let's find the path to freedom before the show ends.
Okay. Today, I would like you all beauty is overflowing, and I want you all to see it to start. Find a flower you like and bring it to me.
I'm gonna draw this one.
I began searching for my own, but for some reason what grasped me wasn't the colors from the ones in full bloom.
I think I'll draw this yellow one.
Looking back,
What a lovely. All right, now let's draw it.
I'm gonna draw this.
Have you found a pretty flower? Bring it to me when you do.
I thought this withered flower, I'm not sure why. However, at the very least, I knew of that of the triumph and fresh flowers. That's how I felt.
Oh dear. This one? You're telling me this is... I thought I told you were supposed to... Why don't you come back with another one?
That made me wonder, what exactly is beauty? Is it not actually in the eye of the beholder? Though just a kid, I felt that beautifully drawing something everyone thought was beautiful isn't actually a form of expression, and that as you get older, more and more self-righteous values get shoved in. I dreaded the thought. However, I also thought that humans are enthralling. It seems that in this world, people have a shared sensation of the society by loosely sharing that sense. But it's possible that I may not already. If that were the case, I would want to know more about this world.
Bring something again?
I was going to ask that robot. I don't have that kind of time. And it'd be on.
I had this robot paint a portrait, but I'm not sure it really... By the way, it kept it felt strangely encouraging. Maybe I'll have it take a year next time.
Hey there, I approach passers-by. Usually, people but I don't think I can truly capture someone that way. I take the approach of listening carefully. However, this takes how long, you ask? It usually takes about... I could draw on the spot, but at the end of the day, you won't know until... So spending time doesn't necessarily guarantee it will capture... Spending time on things you can't know. This is where the fun of art... But still, humans are so busy. The audition is... But I have a policy of not creating unless... Even though I can't participate, I wonder if sending a follow-up email might open up some other opportunity.
That being said, I wonder how much the electric bill is for all.
Humans placed me, a fake skull, in the tank as a decoration.
What are we, sea urchin? I'm not really sure ever since I was born, but I guess this kind of life isn't so bad.
I think that art is a question that can never be solved, and the only way to prove its existence is to keep pursuing it. Perhaps robots sounds ridiculous. I am still not convinced that this is the answer. However, this may provide an opportunity to find out what exactly is art. I hope you all will share this experience with me.
I'm so tired. Where could that be?
Come on, if we don't find that big fish, we'll never make it to the ocean.
Now, you two. Why don't we have some fun while we have the chance?
Merry-go-rounds are just, even if they don't work, the atmosphere is quite a lot of wasted space dedicated to these.
You must be thirsty. How about I'll grab one from the vending machine for you?
I run several amusement parks around the country. This certainly could be profitable thanks to the retro. I don't get what's emo about retro aesthetics though. To me, there's nothing more emo than money out there. That being said, retro rides are profitable and there won't be many expenses. Can't see a reason why not. On this realization, I began searching for failing amusement parks. I came here after hearing the rumors, but there certainly aren't many amusement parks that are as boring as what's so fun about rides that don't work. I wouldn't say that to the chairman. I'm playing the role of a pure-hearted amusement park owner. I'm trying to get him to like me as much as possible, so I'm to get to work. Well, if any rides are working, I thought that doesn't seem likely here. I'd like to hurry up. What is that, man?
Wait, is the... Well, that's... What should I do? This is our original drink. The heavens.
They even have their own. This is a rather strange color. And it.
Well, please drink it if you feel like it. Shall we move on?
I found something again. Oh, though its role has ended. Same with humans.
Hey, apparently he would search. He once said that if I were sat in front of a completely blank white canvas, facing the blank white canvas and stoically trying to express yourself. But I think there are quite a few people who think that. What happens if someone spills? Would you be mad? The man in pajamas must have taken that sort of thing. If coincidences are something that expand the possibilities of creativity.
That reminds me. The man in pajamas once asked me. He took the splattered wet paper home like that. He was muttering something about like this.
Ow!
Sorry, it was just a joke.
I look somewhat like a road sign. So people somewhat. Will I end my life seeing nothing but these dull shadows?
It feels strange when our nectar is drunk by bugs.
Even though it wasn't doing anything, it's not moving. The handle didn't work properly and it crashed, and maybe that's what's wrong.
It feels strange when our nectar is drunk by bugs. It's not like they'll carry our pollen for free otherwise.
Oh, it works. It's
Photo op time. Let's take a picture to make a nice funeral portrait for him.
The ocean prove to me your resolve before I tell you about the path to freedom. Prove to me your resolve before I tell you about the path to freedom. Well, I'll leave my spiel there and tell you the important. Have you ever been to the crack in the sun? If you enter the ship from there, there should be the small pipe.
It's been so long, so I forgot how much I'm supposed to.
Hello, hello. Can you hear the sound I'm about to play?
Just found something again?
Oh yeah. I'm still in my early 20s though, so I could hear it.
I can't hear it. I thought the early 40s were still young, but not being able to hear. My son is still little, so I'd like to take him here and see.
Did you hear the sound from that robot? I can hear it because I'm a kid.
Wait, is it even possible to...
Yes, it's been tested before. But electricity, and it made some weird sounds. So I got scared. Even if the power is on, you wouldn't be able to ride. And I love them, even if they don't. Actually, I think I love them now because they don't.
We're very colorful. Kids like to
The rides want to move again? Last time the power was turned on, they made some weird... Well, if it helps them.
Don't the rides want to move again? I just want to see how well they'll run. I'll just go along with his worldview. At least we're making progress.
As expected of the president. You understand
the rides are making a horrible sound. Guess they aren't usable after all.
I can't do it. I can't move at all. I feel like parts might fall off.
I think I'm running a fever and my head's starting to feel low.
I see sparks all around my eyes. I wonder if everyone's okay.
Let's work together and become one. Creature inside that pipe over there.
Well, to you, I'm probably a strange creature too.
There's a strange creature inside that pipe over there.
Well, to you, I'm probably...
Hey, more AU. There's no time to be napping in such a cramped place.
Is lunch? Did I miss There's often feedings from customers. I guess I accidentally...
More importantly, the rumor about the path to... Somewhere in this tank lies a small pipe that leads to a place. But unfortunately, I don't know where it is. The adults are all living here comfortably, so they don't want to talk about it. But according to the rumor, if you go through a pipe, the pipe is so small and cramped that only small... Or else we'll end up like our parents and be stuck here. Supposedly, this place is that ocean, Or rather, so there's no reason for me to stay here. But first, I need to collect info on where the fish I usually see don't look like they know a lot about.
Today's the light show. Someone might know where it is.
Let's find and ask a fish who may know where to hide in the commotion of the light show and escape.
I don't know if it's true. I feel like I've heard it's around the sun.
Is that just some ocean instead aquarium?
Still, I'd rather go to this ocean.
I wonder, maybe it has more.
Get it together. We're going to go to. For now, let's aim for the sunken ship.
To be honest,
I added lots of balloons to.
Oh, what is this bizarre worldview?
This is. Are you having fun here too?
Kids like to imitate airplanes while riding them. But it really makes them a bit guilty. Mr. Cricket tried to paint me but failed. My life was wasted. I'm a balloon who got abandoned. Mr. Cricket's one-sided wish. So many things happened, never soaring into the never making anyone's dreams, just making a kid cry. But now finally thank you, and farewell.
It seems you are. Then I shall tell you what I. However, it is up to you. Unlike all the other fish. One day, I was swimming. And the next thing I knew, I was here. At first, I didn't understand. But then I realized that this was not the ocean. Life here is comfortable. I don't know why. I'm not sure what kind of karma this is. But the path to freedom is you have to go while you're young. Basically, you have to decide. You can't come back after my body became bigger. So I wasn't. Is a reason necessary? I've been waiting here for the children who want to see the unseen world.
That being said, I wonder how much the electric bill is for all this.
I'm a real treasure chest placed here. It's so far from my original role that
Something again? Oh, what kind of story? I don't think I could get along with someone who thinks of this as just a ring.
All right, let's go, guys.
We won't be able to come back. Thank you, everyone. And goodbye.
We are free.
I wonder. It actually... So long as you can... But can't put my...
When I was still a kid, most of my peers, the packages came in various sizes. My younger sister and I only had the 12-color set. But wouldn't kids want? I felt as though the depth of my world was being illuminated. And so, we would look on with envy at our friends with 60, as if those kids got to live in a bigger, more colorful world than we could.
I wish I had more colors.
My sister probably saw one of the bigger packs. As her brother, I wanted to do something, but the allowance I had was not nearly enough. But then, I had an idea. If I broke every crayon in half, we would have 24 crayons. There would be 2 of every color though, so I wasn't sure if she would like it.
Do it! Do it! Yay! There's more! Keep going!
Although my sister was happy, I had a feeling I might get scolded for doing this, but she was pleased, so I figured everything would work out as I stared at the crayons. I looked at each broken crayon. I can't go back on this.
There's so many now. Just one more. Wow, there's 20.
It's silly, right? But at the very least, that I was able to grant any adult would have called this ingenuity, the self-satisfied kid that I was. And then my mother came home from work.
Look, Mom. He made more crayons for me. Aren't they cool?
What happened here?
And I told her exactly what had occurred.
I told you to take good care of things.
This is the result of me taking good care. This was my only option of making more crayons. And I thought I did a good job. She's happy with them. So what's the problem?
Don't make nonsensical excuses.
Standing before my angry mother, this is perceived by the adult society. I couldn't understand. Well, I might have known what it meant, but I wasn't convinced by that answer. Thinking back on it, I think I've had many experiences like this throughout my life. Throughout living in this world, the constant feeling of being out of place amongst all the unspoken was ultimately one of the big reasons why I aspired to. All I wanted was just to be free. I just wanted to live in a way where I was honest. However, that was where my life of anguish began. Even just questioning something troubles others. I began to feel as though just by existing, I was disrupting the order of the world. Although, simultaneously, it was clear that having a different perspective from others would become one of my strengths as an artist. However, in reality, if there were people who would recognize and praise me for my gouache, the next day, there would be people who would claim it's a flaw. And the day after that, another person chimes in that it is for that reason that I am in fact wonderful. Anytime I felt a little confident about something, I became distressed as this would repeat over and over again. And this is not limited to artists. I'm sure anyone has had difficult experiences like this in life. It's not like I wanted to be praised. However, I tried so hard. Who may be struggling with similar troubles of their own. then, one day, I collapsed.
I've come to understand more about you at the very least. If you ever wake up. Today I tried to draw your portrait. I hope you like it. When do you think a work of art is finished? I see. A dream you want to make. It's almost like a self. Some people can achieve their dreams with ease. Others spend their whole lives. There are likely people who don't even realize. Fulfilling one's dream doesn't instead. Higher walls. But the majority of dreams you hold, this realization must spring upon even after you notice it. But have you ever thought about wanting to? And does the recipient necessarily? Let's imagine that together for a bit.
Thank you everyone for coming to the audition for my late father's. The artist named. This is an audition to honor the preserved work, and to us, his work was not just art, but the robot to become his successor will embody this representation, and hopefully become a... There may be some of you gathered here today wondering why I have chosen. Ever since my father passed, I have been searching for ways to continue his However, work. If that successor passed away, and I were no... In other words, the short and finite lifespan. So I decided to entrust this to the ones who can possibly continue his The goal of this audition is not only to present your tech, it is also to find a robot who, like us, understands the emotion and can sublimate that into a new What form. Is the most important thing when I believe we might be able to find a clue to... Please join me on this path for the future of all art. Thank you.
That's right. I feel like I used to fly, but I can't quite remember how. Thank you. I'm on my way, everybody.
Have you heard of the man in pajamas? I really don't know much, but apparently he's a
Man in pajamas. I personally really like.
It's exciting.
Whoa, the man. I never found something again. It's nice having so many little bits and pieces. Whoa, the man in pajamas. I never found something. Again, I could spend all day just thinking about the reasons.
Robot's been running around. Maybe they're participating in the audition.
As if I were a living creature collapsed to the street.
Merry-go, you can't ride this one.
But when he wrote...
God ordained that a day God does not seek. Before I started, I was just an ordinary angel.
That's the gist, so please, thanks for understanding.
Your unreliable aspects too make our bond all the more special.
All right.
My robot, in fact, if anything, there's a certain kind of people. This robot works the same way. I haven't tested below 10, but the robot itself insisted on giving its all, and I'm here to help out.
Everyone's, found something again?
It seems I've been
There are lots of stories. Makes sense. Bring something again?
I used destruction and maybe all the budding of we can't make any progress.
Are you making art? Is that really okay with you? Is it enough for you? Destruction brings forth new creation. Are you okay with just that? I create. Wait, which one was it? Was that even important?
I destroy them? Which whatever. It's the same anyways.
Hopefully things... All done. Please get along, you two.
Welcome to... My name is Mr. Perhaps... For years I had dreamed. I've been working since I was... And then, one of the lottery, it was my chance. However, when production was only enough, I thought to myself, if new places can be made, so I'll just take in their equipment. Yet, many of them had aged. That's how it became what it's an amusement park. But a place for the aging equipment. There may even be some people, that's why so it can also function as a place to relax. And I'm proud. I'd be pleased if you take all... now that I think of it, our give them a call if you see... Well, come on. Well, come on in.
I was trying to think. Humans have to go out of their way to buy that. I wish
After thinking about it, I think there are some from now on a product or could a piece of art so delicate and fleeting be considered something with strength?
I finally got power back, but it's been so long. I'm not sure the ponies will listen to me. At this rate, I won't be of use to everyone.
Hey there, when this happened, if no matter was one of his
I thought you would essentially.
But of course, no.
Take pride in being junk.
Maybe, if we do this, he might want us.
Amazing. It's a gift. It's working. I'll call it Junk Fantasia.
Chairman, if you had something this nice, I'd love to put this in one of my own parks.
Oh, you want this? Well, that should I do. The rides are my friends.
There's not much time before my next meeting.
Ooh, hey. Apologies, I dropped that. Please, can I have it back? Hey.
I guess even a clown when their wig comes off just becomes a regular.
Good way. Well, I guess it's not bad for us.
Looks like we can entertain customers again.
The president from Desire Corporation seems pretty loaded, too.
Looks like we have a deal. May I say goodbye to them? Now I can buy new working rides. Thanks for the memories, everyone. Let's move on with our respective paths in life. 1, 2.
There's not much time before my next meeting.
This is exciting, but honestly, it feels well. Thanks for everything. We're truly grateful. We are, right?
One man's trash is another man's treasure, I guess, in a good way. Well, life's full of goodbyes, right?
In a good way?
Kids like to imitate airplanes.
Are you having fun here too?
Kids like to imitate airplanes while riding us.
To be honest, almost nobody is here at night.
Alright, so I'll head back to the office.
Goodbye, Chairman. We too will live out.
To the fullest.
Well, so I hope the chairman finds it. that not still?
And I was also... And I was also...
Are you having fun, everyone? There are 3 robots. It seems that one has already given it away for our next performance.
You did well making 1% remain. You're at peak performance. Now's the time to give it your all for this piece.
It seems that the robot's battery died at the last second.
You did your best. I'll recharge you when we get back to the lab.
I was secretly rooting for it. I've crammed before exams too, and I always ran out of energy. So close. What a shame. Well then, let's move on to our next performance.
Creation. Destruction.
I knew combining them was... I'll split you apart again when we get back to the lab.
It seems the performance, the remaining piece, should it be called a piece of art, is not something I am qualified to judge, so I will not try. And now for the stage is yours.
Well, it's turned out quite well.
I take it that is correct? Alright. With that being said, all performances, whether you call these pieces of art or not, is up to you. Now then, the judging process shall begin. I can already imagine their I don't have a clue what I'd do if I were one of them.
There may not be a robot worthy of succeeding. The last robot is the only one still here anyways. What should I do?
A word, if I may. I don't wish to hear the result. Even robots can't stand the thought of having to follow the human's path. I'll leave my work here. Feel free to continue as we will each walk our own paths in life. Well then, if you'll excuse me.
What that robot said was certainly true. If anything, the results themselves could be two canvases were left blank. Maybe my initial thought process was wrong. I'll take these interesting results home and rethink things a bit.
Entrusting something to Well, I'm glad our imagination. Could it be that we've also come to understand each other? Hey, wait. Something's wrong. I think this world might be becoming unstable. Isn't this bad? Hey, it doesn't seem like this world is falling apart. You have to escape before it collapses and disappears. You're kidding! Your memories are going haywire and run! Before you forget everything! Pick up my gun over. There's still the one bullet that I never fired. How you choose to use it is up to you. Face your past self.